All right, hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Phil. I'm the host of the NoGutsNoGalaxy podcast, bringing you some Mech War Online. And today, specifically, we are doing two things. One, we are checking out the Vapor Eagle coming out tomorrow, as well as the Loyalty Mechs coming out tomorrow. But before I really dive into anything, before we go any further, before we share this experience together, I do need your help, your support. Retweets are appreciated. Dropping this link in chat. And before I even go there, I'm going to say hello to two individuals, Chris and Darren. How are you doing, Chris?
Doing okay, Phil. How's everyone doing this holiday?
I've got coffee. I drank a lot of Guinness on Saturday. For those that don't know, it's the Marine Corps birthday the day before Veterans Day. So, you know, we go out and give proper, thanks. Darren, how was your weekend? What did you do?
I had a pretty easy weekend so far. I definitely would like to say to all of you veterans out there, whatever country you're from, thank you for your service, and never forget. And then also kind of the same thing, different, but to
you drank a lot of Guinness too?
No, I was going to say also remembrance to Stan Lee, rest in peace.
Right, man, that just happened. Ugh.
That just happened. But other than that, a good weekend. I hope you're all having a good and safe weekend as well. And I'm pretty excited to check out the Vapor Eagle. I have a very difficult time with the name. Like, the name is just weird to me. Vapor
Why?
Eagle. I don't know. Vapor, I guess. It's like one of those words that I don't like moist. But anyway, the mech itself, I did spend the weekend checking out the mech. Crazy looking mech. I think, did you compare it, Phil, last week to what was that mech
It's very
movie?
Pacific Rim.
Yes, Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
It's also got one of the coolest cockpits. I very much, as you know, love the TIE Fighter cockpit. And so it's got another one of those.
I was about to take that somewhere else. I'm glad you bring that up.
Yeah, no, it's a cool mech.
Moist Eagle?
The Moist Eagle. It is a clan mech, and I'm going to let you dive into it, but we are going to do some giveaways today. We'll give away, we'll start off with the standard.
Let's go and start. Yeah, let's just start. I mean, let's ramp into things. Yeah, so we'll go to open up the first giveaway, and that's going to be for a standard pack. Good luck. And this is for the standard pack of the Vapor Eagle. And
good luck, Mech Warriors.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to show all the Vapor Eagle variants today, like we usually do, and then Phil at the end will also check out the Loyalty Mechs, which are very cool. There's a Warhammer, so that's all I got to say.
There is a Warhammer.
Yes, there is.
And it's slightly different from all the other Warhammers.
I know. You guys can all play with your Vapor Eagles or your Moist Eagles tomorrow. I am jumping in my brand new Warhammer, and I can't be more happy about that.
Sorry, I didn't hear you over the awesomeness of my coffee.
I was drinking mine too. Coffee.
Anyways, just want to say again, welcome to everyone out there. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Of course, don't forget your chance to win a standard pack if you haven't already bought, or maybe you did buy and you want to, or you can always pass and give it to someone else who maybe needs it more than you. Who knows? I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Snorehammer, Borehammer, P-Dills, how dare you?
Glad he can't ban anybody from the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and take let's take a moment. First off, aesthetics. One of the things that first popped out to me when I saw this being announced was, finally, we've never actually seen it officially in a Mech Warrior title. I think, of course, just like every other mech in Mech 4, the Mech Tech packs.
I think Mech Warrior II Mercs had it.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. No, it did not.
Think so.
Nope. You are incorrect, sir.
Somebody Google that.
Nope. No, I'm your Google. I know it wasn't in there. Mech Tech, I think, had it in. Mech Tech had like every single mech under the sun in the expansion that they did, but we're not going to talk about this. So this does
feel a little Dark Age to me, Lars. Like there's something about it that is different from.
It's
the rest
alien.
Of the mechs.
It's almost organic alien Pacific Rim vibe.
Are there bird people piloting this mech? I'm just saying.
You know what I like about this too is it reminds me a little bit of like an Arctic cheetah and a grasshopper vibe, as far as like the lankiness and then the weird sort of cockpit area. And so when I saw this, the cool thing about it is you actually read about these in the novels all the time. but it's usually
the
not.
Vapor Eagle?
Yes, but they don't refer to it as the Vapor Eagle.
Oh.
They refer to it as the Goshawk, which is the IS, call sign for it. So for me, it was really cool just to see it in game because the lore hound in me. So that's actually really cool. I dig
that was a Far Country reference.
The shoulder pads here, totally a play almost off of the Atlas. The Atlas has those as well. A little bit different, but I like the, and like I said, it reminds me of Pacific Rim, like a
looks pretty tough.
Right? It looks cool. It looks agile.
Yeah. It does look agile. It looks like it could be doing some of those Gundam type moves or whatever. Yeah. Just the way it looks.
It's
sleek.
I dig it. And
yeah.
One thing to keep in mind is you can see the arm mounts here. And what's really cool about the arm mounts is how they've incorporated, here's the 3 machine guns in this one, how it's almost in a
like a pistol.
Yeah, but aesthetically I like it because it all lines up. It's like this star, this triangle formation, and that's
triangle
nice.
Formation.
All right,
yeah,
right.
People know my diamond formation from BattleTech. Right. All right, yeah, and one of the other variants has different guns in there. Maybe the laser. No.
Yeah, and missile. Yeah. We've got a few things going on.
It is a cool configuration on that gun thing.
Yeah, and we'll check out all of them. I just wanted to sort of go over for me the aesthetics of it, which was definitely something I can where I can see where you're coming from. Dark Age is the God, what were they called? The Word of Blake Mechs series that came out. Chris, you would know more, I think, about that.
The Celestials?
Yeah, I can see where people would almost get a vibe from that in this mech.
Is there a reason for that, Chris?
Well, visually, I think this is meant to look more like the Project Phoenix Vapor Eagles. So, like the Vapor Eagle 3s and the things from Project Phoenix. So, like, definitely look up that stuff. I know,
now, Chris,
people...
I'm sorry. You brought up a point, though. There are different types of Vapor Eagles, right? Wasn't one created under certain circumstances, then another set of them was created? Expand on that, if you don't mind.
I mean, you'd probably have to ask Randall or someone from Catalyst for the whole story, but the original run of artwork from Technical Readout 3055 basically got, I would say, discontinued for a lot of use for various reasons that I don't really want to bring up
But
here.
weren't there different factories creating them? Like, didn't it... am I thinking a different mech?
You're probably thinking of the Vulcan because we got into that discussion.
I'm thinking of the Vulcan, so completely erase everything that I said. Let's continue talking about the Vapor Eagle.
And this is why old men...
Hey, I knew there was something somewhere.
There's something. He just looks weird. All right.
For chat, they were asking me earlier why some Vulcans are labeled VT and some are labeled VL.
Yeah, VL. I thought it was this mech. The bottom line is there's so many dang mechs in this game. I do cross my wires every once in a while. But anyway, back to the Vapor Eagle.
Yeah, every once in a while. We'll go with that.
Exclamation mark standard right now.
Basically, the original artwork used in 3055 fell into disuse and was discontinued for the most part. And I think back in the early in the early 2000s, they basically revitalized the artwork with the Technical Readout Project Phoenix, which basically brought a bunch of the classic mechs back in redesigned forms, and the Vapor Eagle was among them.
But
so
to be fair, like if you look at if we pull up, we go to Sarna here, and we're gonna take our time here, guys. So just roll with me here.
Sit back. I hope you all have some coffee.
If you go to the Vapor Eagle, the only thing that I think this has any resemblance to really is the original line art, and it sort of shoulder pads.
Yeah, scroll down to the Vapor Eagle 3.
Well, I know, but even then, it's no. So this is why I dig it, is because it took characteristics. It's got those like shoulder pads. He took the original sort of pistol, if you will, where the lasers, machine guns are in a triangle formation and stuff. So for me, it was just one of those cool things. Again, always reading about it in the novels, and then actually seeing a mech design come to where it should be, I should say, you know, as far as design. You know, on some of these, they've definitely been actually, I would say all of them have been upgraded comparatively to the line art, especially the, you know.
Well, especially like the late 80s, early 90s line art.
Yes, most definitely. So, all right, let's talk about the Goshawk slash Vapor Eagle. For those, you may hear them referenced as both, but I'll say Vapor Eagle because I'm a clanner. It's a BattleMech, 55 tons.
It's like the people who still call the Timberwolf a Mad Cat.
Right, right. We've got plenty of variants here. Of course, the special variant with the camo pattern. But it's a 55-ton BattleMech, no ECM capability, by the way. All of them except for the VGL-4 have jump jet capability, and all of them, except for the 4, also have the initial thrust
legs
of jump jets and jump jet burn time. And we'll showcase what that means. Obviously, the first one, or the second one, jump jet burn time, would be jump jet fuel by 15%, an initial thrust of jump jets. And of course, keep in mind, this does stack with anything that you do in the skill tree, which I never really take, but yeah, with this, you definitely feel a difference. So we'll showcase that in a bit. As far as quirks across the board, I think the only one that really gets any is the 4 that doesn't have jump jets, and it gets missile velocity of 10 and a straight cooldown of 10. Now, my first one that I was interested in was the 4 in general, and this is one reason, is I like the Phoenix Hawk. Specifically, the PHX-2, which has ECM. This one doesn't have ECM, but it also has 7 energy, 3 in the left, 4 in the right, and 2 missile hard points. You've got a huge max engine, by the way. I don't think you'll ever actually use the max engine, but maybe, just maybe.
How fast can it go with max engine?
It's a 400.
How fast can that go, Chris?
With speed tweak?
Pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
117.8 without. So whatever the maths on that is.
Zippity doo dah.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. And again, for me, the first thing that popped in my head was something very similar, 6 medium pulse with a decent sized engine. Though with these 2 missile hardpoints, it just sort of throws like, do I want to utilize the hardpoints or not? Let's go check out really quick what the mech looks like aesthetically with some of these. So let me go switch to column view so you guys can see it live. We'll go and strip the mech, turn your eyes. All right. You guys already saw what the lasers looked like on the arms. And the cool thing is this one has 3 and it keeps in that formation. And then of course the right arm, do the same. Use micros. There you guys have that arm as well, 4. Missile hardpoints, you saw the ATM 9s, I believe, on here. So we'll go do LRM 20s really quick. Some big ass, all the tubes belong to us. Of course, ATM 12s as well, you can see those. So a little bit shorter, actually, vertically height when you go the smaller launchers. Let's check an SRM 2. So you can see the 2 right there. It still maintains the normal geometry there, though. So it looks like this is as low as it'll go. And with SRM 6s, takes up the full pod there as well. All your pods belong to us. Don't forget, guys, exclamation standard in chat for your chance to win a standard pack of the Vapor Eagle. All right, let's check out peeps really quick. In the arms. I gotta check out the left arm. I don't think this would be practical, but it definitely looks badass. See?
Which is half the battle.
You gotta look good.
Gotta look good.
Gotta look good. I do like that. That is pretty nice. Check out the right arm. Because you can. All right, and of course, this particular variant doesn't have any energy in the torso. That is what some of these other ones are for. And so what are my initial thoughts on the Dash 4? My initial thoughts were 6 medium pulse. Run it like a Phoenix Hawk Dash 2. That being said, I don't know how well this will do without jump jets as far as maneuverability and so forth. So what I might do is try the 6 medium pulse, see how it feels. I may end up going to more of a 6 ER medium with a backup of like ATM 6s or 9s, almost to where it was stock. And the reason being is it might be better as a skirmisher as well. So would have to check that out. But initially, those are my initial ideas for loadout on the Dash 4, which was to replicate what I have on the Phoenix Hawk. Obviously, the Phoenix Hawk being 45 tons, and this being 55. So there's that. All right. Also, let me mute that really quick. The Dash 1. All right, so what we have here is some torso mounted energy. Now, because this doesn't have any weapon specific quirks, you can pretty much do whatever you want with any weapon system. One of the ideas I heard was, oh, look, something we haven't seen in a while, which is a 55-ton Clan PPC. Well, sorry to disappoint, guys.
Wait, what? 55-ton PPC?
Yeah.
I am ready.
Sorry to disappoint, but the first on the right side looks to be down low. Let's see if we can get around that, which we can. So the second one is high up. So the first thing that pops in my head is, I wonder if we could pull that any of the others. We may be able to, I think we might be able to. I'd have to see. Hold on. It may be, no, I don't think we're going to. GAA? 2? Maybe. Nope. They're all going to be like that. I was going to say, if you had another additional one in the torso, you could. So it looks like one will be high and one would be low. Unless you just wanted them both at the same height. Which I think would probably be ideal for firing. But they're right there. All right. Runner up would be, what does ballistics in the arms look like? Let's do UAC 2s. Oh, and it does. That is pretty cool. That's nice. Same size. Of course, I don't think we can really do a whole lot. Oh, we can do a 10. We could do that. Yeah, so they all fit. So basically, if you do a large, it all fits on that left arm. All right, so there's that. So what happens if we do like an LB 20? Can we do? No, we can't do it. UAC 20. Sure, we can do that. Obviously, you can do one. And then, of course, you can do the Goss with technically 2 machine guns, if you so desired. And this is what it looks like. I like that it fits all in that same sort of triangle shape. That's nice. Right there. I don't think there's any attempt to mess up where the PPCs go, guys. It looks like it's just the first energy is down low. And on this, there isn't a second energy on this side. So you can't mount it. There's no second energy hardpoint. The fourth one is in the arm. So it has nothing to do with that. Right, then as far as the missiles and arms, add EA here. Go take a quick look at what this looks like. Yeah, it looks like that's just where the hard point is, right here. All right, so that's an ATM 12 and an ATM 9. All right, so we have 2 different locations for the missiles and the arms. We have literally on the arm itself, and then we have, I guess you would consider it upper. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Upper arm as well, depending on the size. I think we do other arm 20, just sort of showcase this a little bit better. There you go. You know that one, those images of like, I don't know, some of the mechs. Look at all those freaking, yep, all the tubes. It almost looks like a Zeus, you know, as far as the arm, the left arm.
Definitely an RJ mech right there.
Old box for love.
So how about we give away the standard?
Yeah, you want to give it away?
Give it away.
Yeah.
Now.
Spray guns. All right, let's go ahead and give this away again. I'm going to give you guys one more minute. So it's 3:26 when it hits 3:27. I don't know when that's going to be. It better be in a minute. Your chance to win. You only have to enter it once. Right. Check out.
And remember, guys, this is the first of 3 giveaways today. We'll be giving away a few Vapor Eagles, so you can be one of the first to test drive this thing tomorrow with the patch.
You know what that left arm with just one missile launcher looks like? It looks like it's almost like a harpoon looking. You know, it's got the
the triangle. Yeah, like it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right, go check this out, and we'll check out the mask too. Which, by the way, yes, a 400 max engine and a mask. All right, hold on. It's still not 3:27. I guess there it is. Here we go. Pulling the trigger. Picking the winner. Good luck. Oh, fatal error. You have won. Congratulations, sir. Speak up in chat. See if he is there. Fatal error. Are you there? Wow. There he is.
Mr. Error. 1 second. I had to do this leet speak.
Yeah. I don't know. He doesn't got a different all right, so Darren's gonna be whispering you fatal.
I got the wrong name.
You want me to copy and paste it for you? Here,
no, I got it. No, I got it.
You know, no, double, you know. There you go. Sometimes, you know, little, you know. Have you got new glasses lately?
As a matter of fact. You'll see them.
Guys, don't worry. All in due time. We'll check out the cockpit.
We will get there. It is an awesome cockpit.
Okay. Porn
fatal error. Whisper me back with your pilot name, and I will get that into your account right away, so you have it first thing in the morning. Congratulations.
I feel like I need to test something, Darren. For science.
Yeah?
Yeah. You don't mind, do you?
I'm afraid to ask.
You should be. That's a good response. Hold on, we gotta do a thing.
Things being done.
All right. They're wanting to see the cockpit.
Gosh.
Yeah.
It's the day and age of immediate gratification.
I mean, you know, were you about to say something about millennials?
When I was a kid, blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
Yeah, you was.
Fatal error. You have your Vapor Eagle standard pack. Enjoy. Congratulations.
All right. We're gonna do a thing. And so this is without speed tweak. Keep in mind. So you technically could go a little bit faster if you so desired. Stormcrow has got something to worry about. So here we are in the cockpit. First things, impressions, very Cyclops-like, obviously.
One of my favorite mechs.
Right, you can see the ports on the left and right. I dig this. I like the, it's very minimalistic as far as like roll cages, just like all the other clan mechs. And keep in mind, this is a BattleMech, guys. This is not your Omni mech. No Omnipods. You get what you get on the as far as variant. Another
example of the clans copying the inner sphere. You know, the Cyclops cockpit. We had it first.
Yeah, where do you think that came from? I'm just saying. Right? And of course, this is with no skills, no sunroof. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a standard. This isn't the deluxe model with the sunroof.
So 148.4 kph with mask.
How much?
148.4.
Nice.
And if you have speed tweak, do the math there. I believe I can fly. All right. Has a very much piranha animation to the legs, which the legs do look sort of similar, right?
The legs look pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. As far as like aesthetically, I think they're very similar to the piranha as far as the animation as well.
I mean, if you're a leg man, I think you'd definitely be into it.
Yeah. Are you trying to tell us something there?
I don't know.
25%. Fuel at 0%.
Yeah, it should probably 156. It depends though.
Speed tweak, right?
Yeah, with speed tweak, but also too, that's with mask on. All right. And of course, this is what run around the cockpit. The cockpit, I think, feels good. I think it's definitely unique.
Acquired.
So speaking of jump jet quirks, Chris, this is the first one of its kind. We've got two different quirks playing here. The fuel, which is 15% increase. So that means if you, let's just say you had 100, now you've got 115%, right? And that's just to the overall capacity. And then the other one is the initial thrust, is that correct?
25%.
Yes.
And just for someone who may not know, what does that mean?
So the initial thrust will basically make you jump slightly faster, whereas, and when I mean faster, I mean basically acquire verticality faster. And then the other one just gives you more fuel so you can burn the jump jets for a longer period of time.
Okay. And is this something that's going to be specific to just this mech for right now? And is there any plans for any other mechs getting this?
For the foreseeable future. The thing with the Vapor Eagle is that it is very explicitly called out in the fiction that this mech was designed from the ground up to be aerodynamic so that it can be exceptionally good at jump jets. It's the only mech in the game at this point that really has this kind of fiction behind it. I know some will always point to others as, you know, having a jump jet focus on it, but this is a one where it was very explicitly called out that the mech was designed explicitly to be more aerodynamic for jump jet purposes.
Understood. So what I was just checking out, guys, is you've got these little, where your circle panel is around, there's actually viewports as well, but you almost can't even see them because of how small they are. And so, like, for instance, this is actually a view panel that's on there. Same thing with this, and there's glass around the, anyways, that's really cool as well. So anyways, I was just checking that out. Has a very interesting...
Do we know if Mark was involved in this one?
I don't know.
Yeah, whoever did it. Great cockpit, great modeling. It is a really good looking mech. Of course, that starts with Alex's design.
So I was just showing off the war horn.
Yep, that's why I got quiet there.
Agility feels good. Obviously with no speed tweak or anything like that. Yeah, I'm gonna show off the war horn really quick again. Yeah, I like that one. Target acquired. I almost wish that was a little bit longer too, but yeah, that's cool. I like it. Definitely like a 80s retro vibe. And of course, we know Darren likes that.
Isn't it still the 80s? Was that in... Yeah, man, that thing gets air. Either that's a war horn.
Target acquired.
Yeah?
Or the new season of Stranger Things is out.
Yeah, so as far as the height and all of that, there's been comparison screenshots. and looking at this compared to other 55 tonners, again, it is tall, but it is lanky comparatively.
It's pretty close to the the Centurion, right? Yeah.
Fuel at 25%.
Jesus, so you can get some air.
Yeah, it's
man.
It's pretty much similar to the Shadowhawk and the Griffin, which have to compete with the same similar tonnage bracket.
So that was a jump with no
Dude, that
mask.
was a jump and a half.
Yeah, well, that was with no mask.
Holy.
Getting a run up.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Oh, we almost made it.
You needed mask.
I feel like we need anti-damage on legs.
You probably could have made it if you feathered the jump jets a bit.
Right, yeah, definitely. You can definitely clear the gap as far as, but in doing so, that also puts you very vulnerable as far as height. So I don't know if I'd be doing that all the time, because they'd just be like, "Oh, look, I can fly and die in the air." Yeah. So, initial thoughts: Cockpit. I like it. I actually am very used to that sort of Cyclops-esque anyways, because I like the Sleipnir and I play it all the time, right? So that doesn't bother me. It's got a lot more viewability through the cockpit than like the Shadowhawk or like the Hunchback. So, you know, some would say, you know, yeah. So anyways, I like it. Maneuverability, just quickly, feels pretty good. I haven't checked the stats as far as comparatively, but this is with no investment in any of the skill tree. Most of the time, if a mech is you know, like this, I would probably at least have half speed tweak. Being this as a clan mech, it doesn't have any quirks as far as survivability. I'd probably go left side of armor, firepower as well, and then operations I think would be on a mech, you know, variant to mech variant, depends on what you have. You're not really boating anything like in large numbers, so like that would be the difference between this and the Stormcrow versus the Black Lantern. The Black Lantern having very limited pod space, but top speed of, you know, like 140, you know, kph, and then this being able to control how much tonnage because of the engine. So this is at 84. I usually run 85. Here is the mech without. I don't like being smushed up against the cockpit. I don't know about you guys. So this field of view I don't like it, me personally. Darren, what do you prefer?
I love being pushed up against. No, of course I want to be pulled back a little bit. I mean, I'm old, but I'm, you know.
Well, I mean, some people like it. It's more first-person shooter to them, I guess.
Was that at 40 or 60? Because the default is 60.
No, mine was at 84.
No, I know, but when you adjusted it to
default's at
60.
60. You can only go to 60.
You can't manually go to 40.
What kind of hacks are you using, Chris? Come on, dude, bro.
Dev hacks, man.
Dev hacks, of course.
Dev hacks go to 40, and you want to talk about like smashing your face against cockpit? Oh my goodness. Yeah. I have to do the screenshots for stuff in 40, and it's just weird.
Yeah. It's like inverted.
Gets rid of the perspective.
I mean, it does. It gets rid of
shots.
the fishbowl, the look, but it's just different when you run it basically 90 field of view usually.
So initial thoughts. Movement feels good. Agility feels good. Those jump jet, and I would say at least especially the capacity is noticeable. Now this does have max jump jets as well, with I believe 6. It may even actually, I think it's 6 that we have on here. The overall cockpit, I like it. It doesn't bother me.
I have to say also, this particular pattern that you were showing, that is my favorite. It does have kind of a worn look, which somebody just pointed out. Yeah. I love that. That skin is one of my favorites recently.
It's the default hero on this.
Yeah, it looks really good in my opinion. Like,
and
spot on.
Speaking of the differences, by the way, the hero is the only one that has mask capability. Has the same quirks as all the others. Of course, it gets the C-Bell bonus. It's 3 energy, 3 ballistic, 1 energy, or sorry, 3 ballistic, 1 missile, and 2 energy. And so from that perspective, you know, either you go really heavy on the missile, like an ATM-12, or heavy on the ballistic as well. And of course, those ballistics do stack, as I showed before. I don't think you would be running an XL400, especially with this. I could see something like a UAC-10 or a UAC-20. Obviously, unfortunately, LB does not fit. You can do Gauss, so that is an option as well. Gauss and maybe so an ER peep or something like that. Play it, peep Gauss, sort of, you know, hit and run, stuff like that, which is definitely possible. Here's what that looks like. I agree, Darren. I definitely like the paint on here. That sort of war-torn, it's been through, it's seen some stuff, man. The decal you guys are seeing is actually one of part of this pack, and that is the Steel Viper Air Force. I think this is cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Matt, it's holiday up in Canada, but Matt, if you were watching, I would love a Diamond Shark version of this.
He doesn't get enough of those requests. Hey Phil, can we get the let's get the collector's pack giveaway
Yeah,
going
yeah,
right now.
we can get it. Yeah, yeah, sure.
We're about to give away another Vapor Eagle pack, comes out tomorrow with the patch, and we're going to do a collector's pack, up in the ante a little bit. If you're liking what you see, enter right now. What are they going to enter, Phil? I'm setting it up.
I'm going to say, gotta catch all? No, that's too long. But how about we just do collect?
All right, once Phil enters it, are you doing collectors or collector?
Collector Wars.
See, all you people. What do you mean, you people? Collectors, it's with an S.
Or collector. I haven't started it yet.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You know
TikTok.
what? We're going to do collect.
Let's do collectors with a Z.
Nope, I started.
All right, just to throw you all off. There it is. Are you going to collect the mechs? If you are, exclamation mark, collect right now in chat for your chance to win. Good luck,
That's
Mech
like,
Warriors.
screw this guy.
I know, right?
All right, there we go. Make it simple. Collect. Good luck. And this is for a collector's pack. And the collector's pack would include, Aaron, do you know? The special.
Collector-y things.
You know? And then the extra. And the things.
Yes.
All right, let me go back to camo specs here.
The collector's pack includes 3 Vapor Eagle standard variants, plus 1 special variant with a custom pattern, which is not the one we were just looking at. It's also a very cool pattern. Have you shown it yet?
Hold on.
The S variant?
Nope. I'm messing with decals. I've been wanting these so bad. Stuff like this. You know, it's because, you know what it is? It's my love with the F-14 Tomcat. And like seeing...
Yeah, you like the Tomcat too?
Yeah, man.
It's a classic jet.
It's Danger Zone, man.
Yep.
And like,
I think they're using it again in the new Top Gun movie.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, really?
Like they didn't upgrade the jet. I don't know. It seems like to me over that span of time we'd have...
Oh yeah, they're obsolete comparatively. But they're still sexy, right?
I don't know if they use them as trainers or what, but yeah.
No step, you know, stuff like this. But right here, step.
Yeah, I like that look too.
And then of course the anyways, the danger stuff. Got anyways, intake. Definitely cool. I like them.
Is it an F-18? I don't know.
Yes, the F-18 is definitely... Oh, is it the new one? Yeah, I was going to say, they wouldn't be using the...
F-18 is the
F-14.
new one,
yeah. It's a bit outdated.
Well, so is the F-18.
Yeah, well, no, they keep upgrading it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like...
But still,
it's not,
have you seen
it's
those
not,
planes? Have you seen the planes now? Like, I know Russia's making them that do these insane maneuvers.
we
that
have them too that do it.
It's not quite as good.
Oh, yeah, we do.
You want to fight about it? No, I know. Yeah, the F-22, right? So somebody's saying the
Well,
MiGs...
that's the stealth fighter, yeah.
No, I know, but
Well,
can it maneuver like those freaking Russian ones?
Well, as long as it's not the F-35, because that thing is kind of a disaster.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what?
Anyway.
If they would have just used, you know, Star League designs.
How did we get into this discussion? Hey, I love our jets. I just want to make sure ours are the best. Is all I'm saying.
All right, guys. For the cockpit, we've got the Flint lock pistol. You guys have already seen the walk walking item as well. But the flintlock, again, this is lore-wise more of a duelist mech.
Do you know that I have a pistol almost exactly like that?
Did you get it from Blackbeard himself, you know, on your voyages across the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He gave it to me as a parting gift,
Yeah. As you took over command.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. We have the Goshawk Charm. Again, if you're not used to the name, can be easily confused. You would probably skipped over this. That's the inner sphere name given to this mech, so just keep that in mind. It's definitely the Vapor Eagle Charm, Matt. And then of course the Vapor Eagle Warhorn. You guys already heard this earlier. I'm digging it. One, I like the aesthetics. It's compact, it's small, it's to the point, and it's cool. So here we go. Oh, sorry, I clicked outside of the screen. Let me redo that one more time. That wasn't the in-game. That wasn't the game. That was me. And one more time. I like that.
And Chris, did you already explain, or can you explain why it has the flintlock pistol?
So, the Incubus and the Vapor Eagle are both what are considered duelist mechs in the fiction. So they're mechs that whose primary purpose isn't frontline combat, but to settle disputes in clan trials.
I think that's very interesting. A duelist-specific mech.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this. As far as like the eventual, because if you do like an ATM, which I could see doing like an ATM 12, like 2 heavies, right? You're going for that closer engagement. We're gonna science. We're doing science. We're gonna science the shit out of this tomorrow. I'm not like that one guy who's just gonna be playing Warhammers all day.
Dude, that's my reward for loyalty.
Just saying.
And I am going to
saying.
definitely pilot the hell out of that Warhammer.
We're gonna be shooting some Warhammers in the face, aren't we? Yeah, that's what we are.
I'll 1v1 you.
Yeah.
Duelist mech, you little 55-ton duelist mech.
It's all fun and games. The little scrapper kicks your butt, and then you're like, but it's because you. And then some of you use some excuse like, oh, it's because you got superior clan tech and designs, and you know, if it was a real one-on-one, you know, right? Just saying. You know, it's all right, man. I understand. All right, so we'll definitely come back to this. It's something that, especially speed and maneuverability, I could see that working. Obviously, this would be a right side setup unless you were to do opposite, do ballistics. Man, I see this being as streaks. I can definitely see this being used as streaks or ATMs right off the bat. I think that
just gonna say, too many dirty clanners in chat today. Just gonna say.
No, we could do. Oh,
no more Warhammer insults, guys.
Well, Darren, it is a clan mech release month.
You know what?
But I'm taking
Old
it
man.
personally. What?
You know, I think you need to just get in your hunchback and disappear out into the nothingness. And
get in my Warhammer.
Stop
and walk
sucking
off into the
resources
sunset.
away from the inner sphere. Ooh, look at this. You know, guys, oh my gosh, it's short and stubby. Oh, look at it. That's an LB20. Ooh, hold on. I'm intrigued. Hold on. Oh, one second. Boys. I think it's got lower arm actuators. Mother of God. Who let me do this? Darren?
It wasn't me. You think I'd have anything to do with the clan mech?
I don't know if I would want to go super below a 300 in this. We'd have to play with it. Maybe a 275. Something like that. Interesting. I didn't even think about this. Yeah, if it can go 81. Yeah, you could drop Artemis. and just go regulars. But I don't, you know, again, because of the displacement here, I don't know. And again, this is where science comes in. I don't know how big of a difference convergence would be because of the height, right? Because you're aiming at whatever target, you would have to sort of see. You would definitely want to just smash whatever you hit. Of course, you could do 6s here. Oh boy, yeah, you could do. So all right, I can imagine someone doing something like this. I don't think this will be the strength, but you could. And what I mean by strength is just because I feel like for a 55 tonner, I don't know. I mean, let's see. You can't necessarily do this. You could do an LB-20 on the Stormcrow with what, 3 or yeah. You could do a similar setup, but no jump jets, right? Yeah, so it's definitely a hug build. I can also see someone doing ATMs on this as well with the tag. 100% this is gonna happen tomorrow. Probably not 12s, maybe. I don't know. Off the top of my head, it seems like a lot of tonnage. I could see 2 12s being used. This one does have it's a hand actuator, that's why. It was different space. I could see someone trying to do this. No, I'm not messing with tonnage right now. I'm just looking at it just from a theory crafting standpoint. I could see someone doing ATMs, probably 2 ATM or 4 ATM 9s or something to that effect. But I can definitely see that because you see it being used on the Huntsman, 2 12s, jump jets. Now you've got the ability to do the same thing on a 55 tonner, so it's gonna happen. So there's that. See if there was anything else. 4, 3,
2.
Right? See, most of these are a mixture of energy and missile, torso, and arm mounts. Well, and then we've got here. Okay, yeah, I could see and ballistics ability to do this or both up here as well. 2 10s with the backup of energy. You've got plenty of options, or you go heavy energy with 5 ballistics. So options for days. So there's the mounts right there. Yeah. A little mini night gear. Definitely options. I mean, especially with the torso mounts being there, you would automatically assume, okay, well, LB-20, UAC-20. Again, you can do a UAC-20 here, but it'd be safer in the torso. And then that offers up the LB-20 as well, that I prefer.
Senor Philip, I'm going to be right back. When we get back, we can do the collector's giveaway. If you want to enter in that right now, !collect in chat for your chance to win a Vapor Eagle collector's pack coming out tomorrow with the patch, and I shall return.
Yeah, all the first energy hardpoints are low. And there's no 4 energy in the torso. So this is always used by, it looks like, ballistic. Even with this right here, which is the very colorful. Okay, so has this metallic sheen. You can see the light, how it reflects off the okay, so like when you move, it almost gives the like a gold yellow appearance on some of those, and then like a bluish, right? Here to do some diamond shark. It's nice. Darker on that. Yeah, I definitely dig the this camo pattern. That's cool. It's almost like stained glass. to that effect. Even if you do like a dark here. Yeah, that looks cool. All right. And of course, with this, we've got 4 energy and 4 ballistic. And this one being split, again, right arm, right torso, 2, 1 energy, and then a 2 missile. For me, what's tough about builds like this, I don't know about you, Chris, but like anytime there's split between like for instance, this left arm, we've got 3 ballistic and then 1. What's always tough is if you'd have to, for convergence or whatever, aiming with your arms and then having to snap your torso, left shift or whatever, whatever button, or you have it. Is generally I ignore one or the other. That way I don't have to worry about that as much. It's a little bit more difficult. It's not as hard when you don't have lower arm actuators and then you don't have that side-to-side movement. I know what you guys are gonna say is just get good. I get it. I understand.
Isn't there also a hotkey to?
Yeah. Then you know that's what I. If you need to, you can just sort of snap. Yeah, so you can do a 400 and you can do mask on the hero. It should be around 156. Yeah, 7's Galaxy. I think this build right here is gonna be just that. I think it's gonna be best use is either heavy machine guns or light machine guns or regular. I would probably just say regular machine guns as well. And just for crits, medium pulse. Don't think we would do heavies in this circumstance. And then 2 SRM, probably 4s if not 6s. Something to that degree. But guys, Darren is going to be back soon. So before he does, make sure to enter your chance to win a collector's pack of this mech coming out, the Vapor Eagle, tomorrow. Yeah, Sula, you can do 4 medium pulse and LB20. That's what I was sort of going at, which is, that's me personally. That's, you know, 2 Goss, 3. Yeah, yeah, you could do that too, right? Yeah, the reality of it though is there's plenty of options here. Actually, I don't know if that's even practical. You'd be going very slow, Daenerys. But yeah, you do LB20, 4 medium pulse, and then with that a good clip of speed as well, right? And I think that's where this is gonna be probably pretty decent as far as speed maneuverability is concerned with survivability, right? You'd want at least probably 2 jump jets, at least I would say probably 4 tons of ammo, right? And then even with a 300, maybe a little bit slower heat efficiency wise. Yeah, I'd probably drop this down just a bit to get a little bit more. Yeah, there's plenty of options on this, but that's sort of where I see, I guess, how I sort of looked at the Incubus, right? This is sort of a big version of the Incubus in some ways, where it's able to utilize, I guess, the ballistics in a heavier, you know, out, right? So for me, what's really cool is we have a direct comparison to the Stormcrow, right? I know how the Stormcrow plays, what's its strengths, what's its weaknesses, and this gives another option where jump jet maneuverability, no ECM. You do have mask on this one, no jump jets on this, but energy in the arms and missiles in the torso. Very much Phoenix Hawk -2 variant. So for me, what I think I like about this, not only the aesthetics, but I think gameplay wise, this is going to be right up my alley as far as what I enjoy playing. How do you guys feel about the aesthetics? Are you digging the you know, sort of the vibe here? It's just me. Like I said, I like the curvature, and like I was telling Chris and Darren earlier, when you look at the original line art, it sort of still holds that true, right? It's got that sort of bow, compound bow, right? The left arm, if you have weapons in the left arm, it actually houses them in that triangle fashion how it did in the original, which I think is really cool.
Yeah,
right?
The pistol grip
yeah.
geometry as well.
If you were to do something like this, and again, it does the first PPC, first energy is right here, dead center, and I like that. And then the next one is right above. So the nice thing with that is you don't have to worry about it knuckle dragging. Same thing with this. I just think aesthetically, it's a very sexy looking mech. Performance wise, I see it being in between I think it'll be better at skirmishing than the Stormcrow, or brawling, I should say, as the Stormcrow. But as far as overall speed, it doesn't compare to the Black Lantern, but the Black Lantern is just a different, right, beast altogether. I'm digging the decals that came out with this. I will be having these. I mean, I'm just saying the latest decals have been solid, right? The boar's head, you know, Jaws ones, you know, the warthog, if you will.
You just like your fighter plane decals.
Hell yes, man. They're awesome. Danger zone, right? Sula, yeah, but I mean, what would happen if that was the case? Then it would just, I don't know, you know. I don't think it was never supposed to be that, right?
Why take any other mech at that point?
let's just put all the laser points up here and it'll just be the best mech ever. But it was never, you know, that's not how it was sold. Yeah, let's go check out again the cockpit item really quick. I like this Warhorn. Would take a quick look at it. All right. Don't forget, guys, we are giving away a collector's pack. All you gotta do is enter exclamation collectors. We're gonna be wrapping up on the Vapor Eagle in just a moment. But then we got a lot of Loyalty Mechs to go over that are also coming out tomorrow. Patch notes are out if you haven't checked out. Speaking of, got Chris here. Anything of note someone should pay attention to the patch notes? Is there anything that is highlighted that you'd want people to know about that maybe they missed or they may not know?
I mean, I think that people have been discussing about it. We've got the Vapor Eagle and the Loyalty Mechs, but we also have a few quirk changes with some new heat scale, limit quirks being added to the Nova Cats and one of the Dire Wolves, as well as the Marauder Bounty Hunter II. So be sure to check those out, as well as some changes to rocket launchers, SRMs, and light gauze. And
as far as the Nova Cat, those are all set of 8s, right? Which is you have to use stock Omnipods.
Yes.
Okay, just to clarify. Because
yeah,
if you didn't do that,
in the patch notes.
You didn't do that.
I know somebody's dinner was burning, so why don't we do this giveaway so they can go take care of their dinner?
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Good luck. You should,
for a Vapor Eagle collector's pack.
If your house is burning down, go take care of that first. Jeez. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck. I will give you one more minute. When it hits 4:05, we will be giving this away. I don't know if that'll be in 5 seconds or 10 seconds or wherever. Look, good luck as soon as it rolls over. Again, exclamation collect for your collector's pack giveaway. Got quite a few people here. Just like to say again, welcome. If you're having a good day, that is awesome. If you're enjoying the mech porn preview here for the Vapor Eagle coming out, make sure to give me a kappa in chat. Let me know, or a mini kappa. You're just having an all right time. But we will be going over the Loyalty Mechs. I'll run around in this one more time so you guys can check out the cockpit again, see what it looks aesthetically. But yeah, I think with me, this is going to be a mech that I enjoy tomorrow. And the nice thing with having a 55-tonner is I never feel like I'm coming in undergun. Like some of the lights, you know, like, man, there's people hunting you with streaks and just trying to squish the streamer. So anyways, yeah, I'll be enjoying this. All right, here we go. 4:05, picking a winner. Good luck. Ronin X62.
Ronin, you out there? Stick around, guys. We will be doing an ultimate mech pack giveaway coming up, and there's Ronin. I'm going to contact Ronin.
The shit's rigged. He's a sub. Rigged. Rigged. Ah.
All right, Ronin, I just whispered you, whispering you back with your pilot name. We'll get you set up with that collector's Vapor Eagle pack. And in a few moments, we'll be setting up the ultimate Vapor Eagle pack giveaway. That's going to include everything that comes with the Vapor Eagle. Coming out tomorrow with tomorrow's patch.
All right. I feel like I need to check this out. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm there now. Darren.
Yeah. What?
How are you doing?
I am doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just got a package, and that's why I had to go.
Yeah.
Somebody was at the door.
Well,
Yep.
Can you disclose the package details?
You want to know about my package?
I mean, a lot of people might.
Let's just say MechCon. That's all I'm going to say.
Mech porn or MechCon?
MechCon.
Okay.
Which includes mech porn, but it is MechCon related. I'm excited, man. We are how many days away? 19? 18?
Yes.
Yes.
It's coming up too soon.
Way too quick.
I'm gonna run around something really quick. Also, I need to show off the camos. I didn't do that. We'll do that really quick.
All right, Ronin, you're set.
Awesome. Let me go and get this next one rolling.
Yeah, let's do exclamation mark rigged.
Rigged. That's appropriate. You do not have to be a sub to be a winner in this channel. But apparently it may help you.
We mean it's not. Yeah, that's what we mean.
All right, here we go.
Exclamation mark rigged right now for your chance to win an ultimate Vapor Eagle mech pack coming out tomorrow. Includes all the vapors, every single one, and the cockpit items, and the colors, decals. Be the first on your block to own.
I just want the Warhorn and the
I know it's
decals.
pretty cool, huh?
Right? Yeah, it's definitely.
I want the flintlock pistol too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Dirty pirate hooker.
Pockets.
What?
What?
Nothing. Your hair, it's beautiful. All right. So I feel like this is only appropriate. Dazzle. Yeah, let me
I like how Hot Rod came out on this one.
Ooh, hold on. I gotta do the gunmetal gray. That's cool.
Ivrax made a good point. Matt's gonna be bummed he missed that. The standing item should have been a vape pen. I totally agree.
I disagree.
All you crazy vapor people, yeah.
I like the skull. That's cool.
Wait, let me see the skull. Twist it again.
It's like a
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think Matt had enough of a say on one of the cockpit items for this month.
The turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Oh, Matt.
Ooh, nice. All right, cool. It's got the. I judge a mech on its vagabond colors as far as like, yeah, if it's nice and smooth or if it's jaggy. This one's nice and smooth, so we're good.
That's your baseline. See, I judge pizza by that. If a pizza place can do great cheese pizza, then all the rest of their pizza is going to be good. Same with the vagabond pattern. Yeah.
True story, bro.
Yes, Black Lantern, there's a jade turkey. No, there isn't.
Here is the as far as pattern for Buccaneer.
That's pretty good, actually.
I like the skulls. Little hints here or there. I feel like every single time I see this, I think of Chaos Marines. Is that just me? Can you see that? Is that the? I don't know why that is. Higher contrast? Sheesh, what do you mean higher contrast here? White, black, and then I don't know what else to really do with We'll do red. There you go.
Then like a really rich color, like a red or something.
Ah.
I don't know why, but it's like 7 years of this. I think I'm like I don't know. Phil's choice in colors over 7 years has really gone the gamut of all from one end of the spectrum to the other.
You know, don't.
It's
sometimes
improved.
I feel.
No, hey, this is a veiled compliment. It's improved.
It's a
man.
veiled compliment.
Your color picks in the early years were terrible. You're getting much better though, much better.
I don't know how I feel about this, considering
it just took 7 years.
Where's your color pattern? You ripped yours off of like
black, gold, and white, man.
Right?
It's simple.
Yeah.
He had to pick up some color theory from Dennis or Mark.
Something happened, man. Because some of them, like...
Well, no, I'll go through, like, I want all my mechs to be woodland. I want all of them to be, you know, like, 80s theme.
I'm not talking about the patterns. I'm talking about the colors.
Yeah, 80s theme, you know? Some of them gotta, you know?
Your colors used to remind me of, like, a bucket of puke or something. But it totally improved.
I don't...
Totally
Why
improved.
wouldn't you want to put neon colors on everything for an 80s franchise, Darren?
Right? I know. Oh, if you saw some of the shirts I wore back in the days.
And Darren's hasn't changed at all. Since he met Blackbeard the Pirate. Alright, so anyways. You know what? You don't know me. Judgy McJudgerson. Let's see what flames look like.
It's been a lot of years. I feel like I have.
Ooh, flames look nice.
Yeah, I'd like Hot Rod for this one.
Yeah.
If you do want a chance to win a Vapor Eagle Ultimate Pack, includes everything that comes with the Vapor Eagle, ! Rigged in chat right now.
Playing wolf pattern, man.
You don't like that silver Kashyyyk?
Yar.
You know what my problem with the wolf camo pattern is? I feel like it should have just been standard wolf, like not a unit. This is a unit specific, by the way, guys. This actually legitimately is, as far as the colors and the sort of what it's supposed to look like. But it's of a unit, a subunit in Clan Wolf. For me,
well, obviously they have the best paid lobbyists.
I'm just
unit.
They're the.
That's how all of the.
Well, I'm just saying, like that's how. For me, when I think of wolf, I think of grays. You know, dark grays, browns, or you know, with a little bit of that hint of the red from the you know logo. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, like for Karita, I love Swords of Light and everything like that, but their color scheme is just flat red across the entire mech.
Well, like, you know, just saying. All right, let's go ahead and apparently, because my colors are atrocious, jerk.
I'm glad you got the message I was giving you.
Yeah. Apparently 7 years too late.
You remember me? Remember when you used to do like
No,
you do
no,
the
I don't.
plaid and you do god.
Wait, you don't like plaid cat?
Plaid is awesome, but just the colors that you use with it.
I remember I used to trigger a side strafe. You'd be like, what the hell is Phil doing? I think I did that just to.
Yeah.
Plaid cat, best cat, right? I mean, judgy, man. You know what? You can die in your gold, black
We really have
mech.
to separate patterns from colors here, folks. All the patterns are fine. The colors you use with them can make or break them.
I don't know, man. I don't know if all patterns are fine. This right here, this, I don't. This pattern right here, I don't know if
all
it's fine.
patterns created equal.
No, this right here is virus. Jesus, it's like a brain.
It makes your mech smarter.
That's why
I like virus on some of my light mechs.
if you do like, I don't know.
It ends up looking like coral.
I don't know. Just all right, let's go ahead and run around really quick.
Then we'll do the ultimate pack giveaway, and then we're gonna look at what are we gonna look at after that?
We've got some things.
Warhammer.
We're not gonna start with the Warhammer.
No, we gotta end with it. You gotta end with the best thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's only appropriate if I do something. Ooh, where'd that come from? All right. gonna do a thing. All right, let's go drop. Let's take a look. For those that haven't seen it in game, again, you are entering to win the ultimate giveaway. Exclamation rigged in chat. Virus pattern giveaway. Oh man.
You want to change it? We can change it from an ultimate pack to a virus pattern giveaway. I'm fine with that.
And all of a sudden, all of our viewers disappeared. Worst stream ever.
Hey Darren, you would probably have to answer Baja.
No,
1998's question.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I would have to.
Yeah, sorry, Ball. I don't know either.
I can ask and dig into that tomorrow. The question is, when you get, if you win a mech pack, does it count
towards like loyalty or stuff like that?
Yeah, not in loyalty, but early adopter, I think was his question, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I've heard people in the forums and everything say rewards. Yes. Yeah.
He was talking about rewards, yeah. I'll have to find out tomorrow, Ball. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know for sure, guys. So.
You know, I will say, previously when we were doing 100 plus KPH, this mech felt a lot better. I don't know if I'd like this only going 81 KPH. Just my initial thoughts. Now, obviously, we don't have any quirks here. We don't have anything like that. But I think this is going to excel with being that sort of speedy Gonzalez.
You like to go faster.
Well, I mean, speed is survivability, right? I mean, and if you don't have speed, then you need a lot of firepower and survivability. And I don't think this has a survivability. No, this one doesn't have mass. The only one that has mass is the hero.
Yep.
And the tough thing with a setup like this too, and I just threw this together, is you can't shield. Which side do you shield with? Do you shield with your right? And potentially give up your, arms and torso, or do you save your autocannon? Yeah, by the way, if you are maybe newer to the game, or maybe you've seen a streamer or someone doing this, you can go from default view to max zoom and back out with one key press. It's what I do. I know some people,
What's the point of that in between?
Some people like it.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, some people like it. But you just put your Z key to, I think it's max toggle zoom. Anyways, boom, right there.
That was a big, life hack for me. Made gameplay much more enjoyable.
Yeah, so make sure to check that out if you haven't. Yeah, let's go check out this really quick. Yeah, very Piranha as far as the animations on the legs.
Yeah, wheel mouse is my consumables as well. I use the airstrike for forward mouse wheel and UAV for backwards. I love it.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude, it's so quick and easy.
But that's because you don't have a third mouse or weapon group, right?
Yeah.
Darren plays with two, literally. Oh. It's LRM's, PPC's, AC, 20 combined.
No, I don't combine. No, I very much build my mechs for two weapon groups. So I don't combine weird shit together in the same weapon group.
What happens if you need 3 weapon systems?
A few of my mechs do, but most of mine don't. I build them not to need 3.
Target acquired.
Hey Chris, can you look up in the dictionary casual player?
It is not my picture
I don't
there.
want to get into that.
It's Joker, is there?
Is that what it is?
Hey, he brags about being cash.
I'm just saying. Just trying to show off the.
Look, I could add a 3rd or even a 4th weapon group, but you guys wouldn't appreciate that. I'd probably be, like hitting friendlies and stuff. The friendly fire would result. I'm doing us all a favor. I like to keep it simple, man.
Heat level critical.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we will go ahead and one last death with down in your victim.
Somebody says you're fighting potatoes right now. This is barely better than when Phil and I used to duel for these things.
I know people were like, "Oh, Darren's not putting up a fight," and Darren was like, "Man,
these mechs
bad,
are putting up a little, almost pretty much the same fight that I put up."
All right, so let's go do this ultimate giveaway. This, yeah. I think for me, speed is gonna be key for this mech. That is a high up ballistic. Give it that though. All right, it is 421. We will give this ultimate away at 422. I don't know when that's gonna be, so good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor.
It's gonna be 1 minute. What do you mean you don't know when it's gonna be?
It could be 10 seconds from now. It could be 1 second from now. It could
but
be
it's
now.
Gonna be right at
422
after.
Yeah. Exclamation rigged. And so this is for the whole shebang. All of the Vapor Eagles coming out tomorrow, and then we're gonna be going over the Loyalty Mechs, which I know Darren is super excited for.
One of them.
I'm gonna paint one atrocious.
You.
Yeah, that's right.
You leave it alone.
You can't stop me.
Phil.
Yep, just saying.
All right, I'm going in and deleting your account.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Good luck.
This is going to be for an ultimate Vapor Eagle mech pack. Comes out tomorrow. It's all the Vapor Eagles, all the things that come with it, colors, patterns, cockpit items. Good luck. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Giving it away. Picking a winner.
And the winner is
the Noble Savage.
The Noble Savage. Are you out there, Noble Savage?
I don't know. Is he there? Is he there? Hello. Hello, are you there? Hello.
By now he's heard his name. Noble Savage. Noble Savage.
We're waiting for him.
There he is.
There he is.
All right, I'm going to contact Noble Savage. You move on.
All right, Noble.
Just to make this point, I might do one more giveaway, so don't go anywhere.
You might.
All right, might.
You're a tease.
That means there's a chance that there's a no.
There's always a chance.
But if you know me.
He's a generous God. All right, we're going to move on. So let's conclude here. I dig this the special pattern too. It's really cool when you change colors, but there is actually no yellow or turquoise. It's metallic in how when you move camera around. Initial thoughts. I think speed is going to play a big factor in the Vapor Eagle and its ability to be successful on the battlefield. You can already go a bit slower technically with the Stormcrow, but the Stormcrow can do SRM, can do SRM streaks, ATMs. It's got just as far as capability as far as that. Now, the Vapor Eagle having jump jet capability, does that overweigh the Stormcrow? I think maybe you could sort of look at it, but from weapon placement, I don't think that's a big issue. Now, when this compares to ballistic options compared to the Stormcrow, this beats the Stormcrow, I think. Having the ability to have a ballistic mount and or arm mounts, just like the Stormcrow, but ballistic mount on the torso, I think is a big bonus for the mech. Now, that being said, the Stormcrow is an Omni mech and can hot swap, so you can do a ballistic in the left or right arm with missile, and so you can do similar setups as far as that. But the overall mobility comparatively, again, it felt good. I did notice the difference though is you can only go so fast in dual Gauss and 3-year medium. This is true. The mask capability on the hero, and again, that is this mech right here. Those care about it. The rival, if you will. It felt amazing with 6 jump jets and max engine and mask, but obviously that doesn't really leave you a whole lot. I think realistically with this setup, you probably do heavy missile, heavy energy, and then light ballistic or heavy ballistic. Two of the 3 options, you're probably going to go heavy because then that leaves you enough tonnage. The 4 here, again, I have to do some testing science when this comes out tomorrow because I could feel like it doing a Phoenix Hawk sort of 2 minus ECM. or potentially more of a skirmisher, 6 ER mediums. I probably wouldn't cross over to the 7 with ERs just because of the ghost heat and it would spike too much. But something like medium pulse, maybe 6 ER mediums plus ATMs. Of course, some of these having the ability to take, especially the A, 4 missile, 2 in each arm. I can see ATMs being used on this. We already see it on the Huntsman. We see it not as much on the Stormcrow, but we see it on the Huntsman. I think it's fair to say you'd probably see ATMs being used on this as well. So there's that. So overall, I think speed is going to be the key to this. It opens up doors that the Black Lantern can't necessarily do because the Black Lantern is locked in as far as a really massive engine. And it still has counter hard points versus the Stormcrow. So I feel like that'll be nice as well. So I think it'll fit in quite nice. And again, aesthetically, for me at least, this thing looks pretty dang different comparatively. I like it. I dig it. And of course, the decals are nice too. The Warhammer is great. The paint job on this is pretty awesome. So I dig that as well. So that is the conclusion of the Vapor Eagle. We're going to go ahead and move on to some Loyalty Mechs. Now, if you qualified for these, they will be injected into your account. The first one...
On that note...
Yes?
On that note...
Yeah?
Do set up !loyalty. And we're going to give away a Loyalty Mech of your choice. And the reason why I'm doing this is because you guys are loyal. You show up to all of our preview streams. So this is what you're getting for being loyal to our streams. At the end of this preview of the Loyalty Mechs, if you win, you get to choose whichever Loyalty Mech you'd like, and you get it. So !loyalty once Phil sets it up.
I'm moving.
Okay, is all
good? Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so good luck, Mech Warriors.
All right. All right, so the first one we're going to look at is the Javelin. Well, what, pray tell, is different about this Javelin, Phil? Well, I'm glad you asked, chat. You haven't checked it out? Right here. It is a 30-ton BattleMech with the capability now of taking, and first of its kind as far as Javelins are concerned, 6 ballistic and 2 energy. Now, of course, the quirks on this, it's got cooldown of 10%. It's got structure, 5, CT, legs, nothing on the arms, so it doesn't get the bonus there. And of course, the C-build bonus. But let's go check out the camo pattern just really quick, just so you guys can see. Some of the pictures, it's got this like gold flake, I think is the best description. Gold leaf, maybe. Gold leaf, sort of to it.
Yeah, it'd be more like gold leaf. Gold flake is like, the sparkles.
Yeah. So what does this have? 6 ballistic, 2 energy. And that really sets it apart comparatively. That's the main difference. Same max engine. It's got jump jets. Just all the others are energy and missile, and this one is energy and ballistic. So technically, can't do an AC-20. I'm sorry, guys, but you can do other combinations if you so desire. I don't think it's going to be practical. I think you would stick to probably the machine guns. I think realistically, the faster you can go, the better. So probably drop in a few of these jump jets, maybe looking at light Pharaoh, putting on a slightly bigger engine for survivability and speed sake. And I can see this being used. Of course, is it a Piranha? No. Is it a Flea? No. But it is a 30-ton option that we've never had before as far as the Javelins. So that sets it apart compared to the rest. Of course, here is the mech again for you guys. It isn't anything new as far as energy in the torso. Other ones offer that as well. But as far as ballistic, it is the only Javelin with that. Let's go check out really quick just so you guys can sort of see the base colors here. I'll use some very distinct different colors here so you guys can see the contrast just very quickly. So the gold leaf is impacted by the color you choose. It's the tertiary color. Some show a little bit better than others. Some, as you can see, it's a little bit more of a whiteout. So like you can't see it as well with oranges. I would definitely recommend something like contrast. Seems to pop. A little bit darker seems to do a little bit better. But there is that. Or you can just leave it as is. But that's the colors right there. Right. Of course, don't forget your chance to win this. A loyalty mech of your choice. Up to you when we go through these. So here we have the Javelin. Nothing crazy, but definitely different as far as the line. So that is our only light mech. And as far as our only, we actually don't have a medium version of any of the loyalties. We skip automatically to the next. Let me just go ahead and pull up this information just really quick. So I also have this ready for you guys. All right, let's go move on to the next. And I'm gonna tease Darren here just a bit. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the Rifleman next. Tonnage wise, the RFL
which I like too.
Dash 8D.
This one looks pretty badass.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still, you know, Warhammer, but it's a pretty sexy mech.
Yeah. So what sets this apart, and that's really the name of this game, is what sets it as far as different compared to the other Riflemen's out there. And that specifically is, does it have more ballistic? No. Does it have more energy? It has equal to the 5D. It has 8. Placement, it's about the same. But the difference here is the quirks. 10% range, 10% velocity, and then something very noticeable right here. Rack, jam, ramp down, duration. That is something no other mech and or rifleman has. So that sets it apart. Now it doesn't distinguish between rack 2 and rack 5. So either way you go with it. And so that's what we have right here. So I believe, yes, it has 8 energy. Yes, it does. So there you guys go. 2 in each arm, 2 in the left, right torso. So to sort of give you guys already sort of know where they are anyway, but I'll showcase really quick where those hard points are, just so you guys can see it. Right here. That's where all the hard points are. So, and again, very probably similar setup. Yep, base color here. Right, comparatively. Try to do some contrasting colors here that don't kill off the gold. Yeah, I'll just leave that as is. So that's what sets it apart from all the others. It's the same max engine, nothing crazy there. 290, 290. It doesn't have ECM. It has 1 AMS slot. Again, 8 energy and 2
Hey,
ballistic.
Bill, I'm noticing that. I'm noticing you're using torso energy slots. This is a bug that's I think fixed for the release because it's not supposed to have those torso-mounted energy slots.
Ruh-roh.
Well, no one told me that, Chris.
So, Chris, what does?
Sorry, just getting back.
What makes this this rifleman unique?
So this is one of the first mechs within MWO that comes with the rotary autocannons by default. So it has some rotary autocannon specific quirks as well as jump jets.
Yeah, those rotary autocannons look pretty nice up there.
Right. And of course, as he mentioned, jump jets. But as far as the differences, the rotary autocannon quirk, Chris, it's got rack, jam, ramp down, duration. So there's no confusion. What does that mean?
It basically means that your jam chance bar goes down faster, but not the jam duration if it gets jammed.
Okay, so what you're saying is when you cross over, if I'm holding it down, hammering, and I cross over into that potential jam chance bar, that goes down. But if I cross over, it doesn't speed that up at all.
Okay, so
if I'm jammed, it's the same time.
If you cross over and you release before you get jammed, it's still going to give you boosted. But if you actually jam the weapon, the jam time itself is something separate. So that is a set value that isn't changed. But this quirk basically will see that bar reduce at a faster rate when you basically let off the key before you jam.
So you know what I've learned in life? Sometimes a demonstration better served.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're gonna hold it down. So you're just saying the overall bar is going down quicker.
Yes.
It doesn't reduce the amount of time you're jammed. That's the skill node.
It ultimately means you're going to be able to use it more without jamming, right?
The skill node is the same thing. So like this actually will compound on any skills that you put in through the skill tree. So if you were basically to go into the skill tree and to add even more nodes to that, they'll go down even faster.
All right, and what he's talking about, guys, is right here, which is UX jam duration. Nope, and then rack jam ramp down duration. There you go. Not confusing whatsoever if you were to read that the wrong way. It's all right though. So basically, if it jams, well, doesn't matter. But while you're using that, that bar will go down. So that's nice. All right, well, and then of course we have jump jets, so that sets it apart compared to the other Rifleman. And as Chris pointed out, which was not told to me, how many energy is it supposed to have, Chris?
Let me look at the announcement for it, because it'll tell you how much is supposed to come with it.
Yeah, so if you were to do the math here, it's 25% total. Yeah, if you do the nodes. So it's 25%. That's actually, that's nice. So I believe it's 4 or is it 2? Because the torso ones aren't supposed to come out, so I think it's 4. Yeah, the paint scheme looked pretty solid. I like that as well. Obviously, on a bigger mech, you can see more of the gold, you know, pattern leaf, right?
Gold plated like a dictator's toilet right there. Except this looks way better. God, that is a sexy mech, man. Look at that.
Cool. Yeah. Sir Epic Power. What are we talking about? Let's keep it at 8. No, I think internally this has already been changed. I think it's 4 energy. I'm fairly certain. He'll confirm, but.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rewards because all the stuff was pretty much released when we announced the rewards themselves.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next mech. But again, just to sort of recap, Javelin, what makes that Javelin different? It's got ballistic. None of the other Javelins do. What is the Rifleman different here? It's got that rack jam ramp down duration and jump jets. That's pretty much the biggest difference between these two, so as far as compared to other in their category. All right, let's go and look at, should we go to Warhammer or should we skip over that and go to Night Gear first?
I think you should do Night Gear. The Warhammer is definitely the closer, the headlining act for tonight's show. Yes.
Is that?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
nobody wants to go on after Warhammer.
Darren's telling me.
Yeah, it's 4 energy, all arm mounted.
Okay, there you guys go. It's 2 ballistic and 4 energy.
Yeah, I just gave you the link with the announced loadouts for these mechs.
All right. So I'm seeing a pattern here: blue and red, or blue and gold leaf for the IS, and then red and gold for the clan. I see what you guys did there. I always think of Space Marine when I see this mech. Is that just me? All right.
No.
Okay. Very bulbous. Just saying. I feel like that's a naughty word. All right, let's check out loadout. What makes this different? Well, right here. 8-piece Omnipod bonus ballistic, 10% heavy laser duration, and of course the XP and external heat transfer. So this is actually one thing to keep in mind is if you're on a cold map, it operates on the same as cold map or as a hot map. Doesn't matter what it is. So it's just basically baseline heat, whatever you have. Heat management wise, it doesn't matter what map. External heat transfer, that's basically what that is. Ballistics here. You technically can do dual gas, ECM, and 2 ER large. I'm gonna repeat that really quick. Hold on, no, I'll demonstrate this really quick. 10% bonus to ballistics. We're gonna do dual gas. We're gonna do dual ER large, which yes, I get it. You're not getting the bonus per se of the heavy laser. But I'm just gonna leave that there. We're gonna do this right here, this right there, and we'll split this. There we go. All right, and you're done. All right, this is gonna be, I think Unfazed is gonna love this thing. Yep, ECM night gear right here. Now, technically you can do PPC. Technically you can do, yeah, no, you can do a PPC if you want. I was gonna say dual PEEP, but not with ECM. So that's what really makes this different. This with ECM, you don't need to do anything else. You could drop the ER largest for PPC if you want. You just have to watch it. I think good players can manage that potential like curve there. But right there, yes, you can do dual UAC 10s, guys. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but this setup right here is what you're gonna see. I guarantee it. Right now, yes, across the board. I don't. This thing now has the capability to go ninja. Right? Yeah, for the Emperor, right? Pretty much. Yeah, Ball, again, you can do that, but this is the normal setup you see on night gears already, now with the ability to do ECM. So this is what I suspect the majority of people are going to run. I think you'll see some people doing the dual GOS and PEEP. I think you'll see some people trying UAC 10s as well. But again, you have to do set of 8, which means you can't change any of these Omnipods to get the bonuses. So if you don't want the 10% cooldown, then you do whatever you want if you don't like ECM. But what sets this apart compared to the other night gears, and that's what we're talking about, which is ECM capability, hands down, sacrificing either a ballistic, missile, energy. That's what you're sacrificing right here. And to that note, generally speaking, any mech that can take ECM, you'd take ECM. So if you don't care about the 10% bonus, yeah, you could drop the left torso here and put another ballistic. You can do triple LB10s, UAC 10s, and still remain stealthy with the ninja. But I will say, this is what sets us apart. Right there. I don't think you'd want to do 3 UAC 5s. That's just not enough for this mech. I think LBs, UAC 10s, stuff like that. So whoever you just made Unfazed, whoever made this decision to include this variant, you made Unfazed Day. He loves this mech. Like, he loves this mech. Anyways, that'll definitely help out. Ninja capabilities. Keep in mind, I'm gonna bring this up. If you're a mech bro, if you're a real mech bro, if you have ECM, maybe you actually don't know this, so we're just gonna do a quick PSA announcement. ECM, by itself, you mouse over here, target range reduction of 30%. That means if someone targets you and you just have this equipped, normal mechs have around 800 meter range as far as sensor. That means if someone can lock onto you, upwards of like 540, I think, meters out. So if you're ever wondering why you're getting locked on, and you're really confused why you're getting missiled, but you have ECM, it's because you don't have these skills right here. So TLDR, you're going to invest 13 nodes. Get the nodes. It should be the very first nodes as far as skilling up a mech that has ECM. Do it before you do firepower, before you do armor, before you do anything else. Get these 13 nodes. Now, if we go back, you mouse over this. It says target range reduction, 30% plus 45. Now it's 75%. So what does that mean? Well, that means if you have 800 meters range, someone can now lock onto you when you're 200 meters or closer, right? So that's a lot better. How many people I've seen not take those nodes because they don't know? They This should be your first investment. All right, enough PSA.
Thing to keep in mind, though, for countering that is that it's a flat reduction on whatever your sensor range is from the get-go, including equipment, quirks, and skill tree investment itself. So you can also soft counter ECM by basically investing things in Beagle Active Probe as well as other various things.
And what he means is not on this mech, but on another mech. If you're playing a mech and base default is 800 meters and you up your sensor range, or maybe that particular mech has a plus 100 meters to sensor range, that then changes the distance that you can detect and lock onto ECM capable mechs.
Well, also between that and also just remember that we recently changed the lock-on mechanics. So if you do have line of sight to a target with ECM and someone else is basically pinging that target for you, then you can get missiles on target at a, I wouldn't say an increased rate, but it doesn't reduce the lock-on time like it would indirectly.
Yeah, that was a pain. That was a big pain. I'm glad that's fixed.
All right, everybody, we've got 2 Loyalty Mechs left to preview. Once we get done with those 2, we will do the giveaway, which is for a Loyalty Mech of your choice. This is for your loyalty of coming out to all of our preview streams every month. We appreciate it, and we're going to give back to you for that, a Loyalty Mech of your choice. And yes, somebody asked, does that include past Loyalty Mechs? Yeah, your choice. Whatever Loyalty Mech you want, you missed something, this is your time to get it. Exclamation mark loyalty in chat right now. And let's check out this Marauder II.
We are waiting to the very end, guys, to check out that Warhammer because we got to tease Darren. You know. All right.
This is perfect for me.
Yeah. Anticipation. Yeah. He's into this. I'm just saying. All right. So this is the Marauder II-2L. What sets this apart? Well, energy hardpoint 7. Is that the most Marauders can take? No.
No.
No, it's not. Does it have jump jets? Yes. What's the max engine? Well, guess what? It's a 400. What's the other ones? 400. So really, what sets this apart? Is it torso mounts? Well, it's got a CT, 2 of them. Is that any different? No. The Marauder II-C also has that. The main difference here, guys, that you're going to see, and it doesn't have to do with mask, it doesn't have to do with anything like that. Yeah. Heavy laser duration, -10%. That's really what sets this apart compared to the rest. You notice here, no quirks. No quirks. This is the first Marauder II-C-2 with quirks.
The 8.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's right. The 8 has higher mobility. That's
yeah. Don't worry, guys. See, look, too many mechs. All right, so
yes, way too many.
We've got heavy large laser duration, and of course, you can also increase this by the weapons by 2.5%, so a total of 10% there as well. Total of 20% duration difference. That's really what sets us apart. It's got 2 energy in the CT and 3 in each arm, and I do believe that actually may be, I think that's the main driving force behind, I think that's the biggest difference between these. It did not, yeah, it's the only one with 3 energy in the arms. That's what it is. Yep. All right, cool. Glad to check that. All right, so 3 energy in each arm, and then 2 in the CT. So for me, the first thing that popped out was, okay, going with the 2 heavy large lasers, medium pulse here. This is where you're gonna have to play with the mech just a bit because heavy lasers have a tendency of taking up a lot of crit space, but not enough where you run into crit issues then after. You have so much tonnage left over, and that's also why I think the medium pulse were used in this setup, because if you don't, think about this, you can't just replace medium pulse with heavies, then you're gonna have to, anyways, I have a feeling you're gonna have to strip some mechs. I don't know if XL is even worth it on this, maybe for a 400. I'll have to test here, maybe that's where some of the tonnage goes. You gotta watch out for ghost heat as well. You could just do 6 ER mediums. Oh, you got 3 in the left. Okay, 2, so that's where it is. 3 in the left arm and 2. So we could potentially do something like, technically, oh no, I wouldn't even do that. Probably just do the 2 heavy large. I wouldn't want to do a third. Anyways, so that's the main difference between it and the rest. I'm gonna have to do some science. Off the top of my head, I can't like figure it out. I don't have an answer right here. All PPCs. But don't forget, you guys can enter your chance to win. This is to pick a loyalty mech of your choice out of all of these mechs that we're going over. And this is what makes it different comparatively. Now,
real quick, no, it's any loyalty mech, so it can be a past loyalty mech as well.
Oh, okay.
And these.
And these. There you go. So yeah, 3 and 2, and then 2 right here. So is a 10%, because I mean a 10% duration is also DPS, but also how long the heavy large is as far as the duration in general. So if you can reduce that again by another 10%, that's 20 total. I don't know if you could do, you could probably do 4 heavies, mediums. You just have to find, well, no. Yeah, you're doing 4. Not doing any more. But you'd have to be very careful. And then XL 400. Oh, geez, yeah, you're gonna have so much tonnage.
Guys, I don't have a list of the past loyalty mechs. You'll have to do some Google work to figure that out.
You're gonna have
but
to
you can
Google foo.
Yeah, if you do win, you can take your time getting back to me.
Oh, so you're giving away any loyalty mech?
Yeah, that's what he just said. That's why I was like, oh. He's a generous god.
Yeah, I thought he meant to just...
No, I'm telling you, man.
No, this is, again, like I said, this is because all these people are loyal to these streams. They come out to our preview streams all the time.
I see what you did.
And so this is paying back for that loyalty. And I know that there's some mechs that people have missed and wish they could get them. So this is your chance.
Looking here, I don't know. Yeah. Bill's playing with his mech again.
Sarah's Jenner is not a loyalty mech, guys.
Nope. There we go.
Off the top of my head, it's the Centurion, the Atlas, the King Crab, Cicada, Zeus. What was the other IS one for that year? I think there's only 2 of them. Then there was an Executioner and something else. I forget what the clan one was.
All right.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I think you could pull this. I mean, 1.38, and that also includes jump jets in the, and that's something that just recently changed a few patches ago. So if you want to get just the weapon, so you're at 1.4, and that's if you're alpha. I mean, that's pretty solid. I mean, the amount of freaking, the amount of heat efficiency you have on this. And of course, you're not getting ghost heat as far as the mediums. You're only firing 4 because you can't fit another one right here. So yeah, potentially 20% duration decrease on the heavies if you do the skill nodes on it, right? So that will be up to you, but I think this is what I would probably do. I mean, really, this is the only thing that sets it apart. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll to the last, but definitely not least, the Warhammer.
The Wolverine and the Nova, those are the ones I was missing.
-4 L brackets.
So what can you tell us about this Warhammer, Chris?
What?
It has ECM.
Besides that it's sexy and has ECM. Again, like Phil just said, if you're going to have ECM, you got to go in and you got to skill it up for ECM as well. But man, I am stoked about this mech.
Yeah, so nothing crazy out of the ordinary when you look at it to max engine 340, just like the others. It does have some baseline quirks, PPC velocity, PPC heat gen, and a bunch of structure. Pretty much in line with the others, no armor. It's got 6 energy, 1 missile, no ballistic, but the big thing here is we now have another 70 tonner, just like the Archer, just like the Cataphract. Sunspider technically, I guess, you know, in that regard. But as far as IS, ECM capable Warhammer.
If you're ever going to do a stealth armor Warhammer, right?
Now, in its stock configuration, I would say this would probably be a little bit dangerous because of XL engine, and I would definitely probably drop the streaks in the case and the ammo and the medium pulse. Now, the interesting thing with this is because it gets these said quirks, PPC heat gen and PPC velocity includes all PPCs, guys. Those quirks are global, which means PPCs, ERs, lights, heavies, snubs. If it was to say ER peeps, then it only applies to that, or heavy peeps, but it doesn't. So those are global, so that increases velocity and they're negative as far as heat gen. So here's the reality, though. This is sort of the left torso. I could see someone trying to put a mount there as far as the PPC. That's the first thing you might, I would say, try. And you can see the mount. It's actually a little bit higher. But that's the only one you can really abuse as far as PPCs. So you technically, if you were to do something like a PPC, I would definitely see a left side, which would be different comparatively. You could see something like this being done. And of course, you can see the mounts, which one you mount first. ER peep, so the ER peep could technically go higher. That might help you out just a bit as far. So something like this. So you have that. Of course, you can also do an MRM, LRM technically, or a rocket. I think rockets are definitely underused. But the big thing here is you have a 70-ton Warhammer with ECM capability. Now, I just did a PSA announcement on the last one. If you are not familiar with ECM, take your ECM nodes. If you don't know what those are, it's these two nodes right here. Here's one. And then the second one is right here to best utilize ECM. Yes. And this Warhammer has no ballistic. It is all energy and one missile. So that sets it apart compared to all the other Warhammers across the board. I don't think it's as far as potent as the others, but it does have the PPC heat generation. And when conjunction, you're sort of forced to use at least one arm if you are going to do dual. It doesn't have a HSL quirk, so you can't fire 3 without ghost heat. So keep that in mind. But that all being said, that does allow you the ability to do something like this technically with CM. There's nothing stopping you from doing 2 heavy PPC. And of course, like I said, this does have negative 10% baseline for quirks right here, and velocity, which is quite nice, especially on those heavy peeps. ER peeps are already fantastic as far as velocity, so when faster is even better. But yes, right there. So I'm sure this is what Darren's gonna be rolling around tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And so just remember XL check, guys, because probably gonna be doing it. Just saying. Moments of weakness on this as far as like left torso. But it really depends on what the person's running. Again, they could technically do an MRM 40. You're not getting any bonus to missile velocity or anything like that. But technically you could do something like this. There's nothing stopping you. Technically, you could do something with the MRM 40 heavy peep and mediums as well. You'd capitalize on the higher mount as far as the torso. That head mount, man. Oh, geez. Like, you. All right. Am I going to be running around this tomorrow? Nope. I'm going to be running around the Vapor Eagle. I'm going to be shooting these in the face. Right? Darren doesn't like any of this talk going on right now.
Oh, we'll see.
You know.
We'll see.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and your chance to win one of your choice, any loyalty mech that Darren's said. It doesn't have to be these that are coming out, but if you'd like one of these, you can. Brain Flamer, pretty much, right? You can you can tell it's an IS mech because it looks like tacked on, right? You know.
It is functional. It is.
Is that what it is?
Sturdy. It is classic. It is aged well. All right, guys. This is again to thank you. This is for your loyalty for coming out to all these preview streams that we've been doing over the years. We appreciate you being here. So we're going to give a loyalty mech of your choice away. This can be any of these loyalty mechs that we looked at today. some nice contenders here, I think. And it could be a previous Loyalty Mech from one of the previous years. So if you've got a Loyalty Mech that you've always wanted, now is your chance! !Loyalty in chat.
I gotta preview the Battle of Turkey-id Warhorn.
Oh boy, you're gonna look at it. Ah!
You're not gonna leave that for them to find out on their own.
It's too late. It's too late, man. Spoiler alert.
All right. Yeah,
Turkey-id, man. Matt has a sense of humor.
I thought that was funny. That's the best Warhorn? You guys, man. You just need to get out more. I love the name. The little feet, right?
Good stuff.
I know, he just made like every hunter just giggle. All right, well,
let's do this.
Let's give this another minute. One more minute, guys. Your chance to enter. Again, like I say, welcome. While we're wrapping up the stream, thank you to Darren and Chris for showing up. Thank you guys for answering questions. And of course, we've gone over a few mechs. We've gone over the Vapor Eagle and all the variants they're in. We've checked out the camo patterns. We've checked out the Warhorns, cockpit items on the Vapor Eagle. We've checked out the jump jets, the animation. We've checked out the cockpit. We've checked out where the weapons are located, any of the quirks. Again, the Dash 4 is really the only one with no jump jet quirks because it doesn't have jump jets and it has a weapon. But outside of that, we've checked out the Javelin. We've checked out the Rifleman. We've checked out the Night Gear, or Gear, however you guys want to pronounce it. The Warhammer here. We've also checked out, let's see, I don't want to miss any mechs here. The Marauder II-C-2. We've checked out, like I'm missing one here. Rifleman, Night Gear. And of course the Warhorn, whether I was supposed to show that off or not, we just did. All right, guys, it's time to roll. Good luck. All right, just 1 second. Go ahead and pick a winner. Here we go. And it is Portage-30KM.
Portage, you out there? Portage, are you listening? Yep, there he is.
All right, and here is the Manny Domini Warhorn. This is for the Loyalty one as well. Hold on. I think it looks hilarious. It's a South Park Canadian. That's exactly what popped in my head. What's even funnier is Canadians made it.
Portage, I messaged you. Message me back with your pilot name and which Loyalty Mech you'd like. I'll be here all day, all night. So if you want to take your time and let me know, that's no problem. Congratulations.
Right.
There is no list that I have access to. You can probably search the forums, Google, etc.
Google Foo is your friend. Terrence and Philip, right?
Otherwise, if you want to pick one of these Loyalty Mechs, there is a list. You can go to mwomercs.com and look at the recent posts on the Loyalty Mechs.
All right. I just want to say thank you again. We have a lot of people here. If you are new to the channel, make sure to click that follow if you enjoyed yourself. We will be going live tomorrow when the patch goes live. Keep in mind, servers go down at 1 p.m. Eastern, and that is 10 a.m. Pacific. Some quick shout outs. Laurent, thank you for the $1.27 donation. He said, OCD driving me nuts. Thank you guys for supporting the MechCon VIP support for 2018. MechCon less than 30 days away. Oh my gosh. I fly out on the 29th. So if you guys are going to be there early, I'll be able to hang out with you.
We'll be getting back to the streams tomorrow, Tuesday, when this holiday is over, and continue to raise funds for the MechCon VIP Fund. Again, thank you for all your support so far.
Quick shout outs to AJ Rogard. Thank you for dropping bits. Sir Epic Poner for that Prime sub. Thank you for using your Prime here, sir. M1 Combat dropping 500. Like it's cool. Red Spoon, thank you for using your Prime, sir. Welcome. Lefty dropping bits. Litz 3 something Prime. Thank you for using your Prime, sir. Litz, much appreciated. Drillage dropping bits. Violent Blue with the raid earlier. Thank you for that. And as well, let's go ahead and give her a shout out really quick if she's there. Violent Blue Mech. Thank you, Violent, for the raid. I'm also working with her on getting our alerts updated, by the way. We finished out the doc last week for all the follows, subs, stuff like that. So she'll be getting us some recorded lines very soon. We'll be working with Haven Kendrick on making them sound oh so digital. Let's see, Bayou Deputy with a 25-month resub, Harry Tickles with 4 months, Eisen Raider with 11 months as well. Lefty also saying, thank you, Lefty, Semper Fi. Darth 2 Yodo, 15 months. Thank you guys for dropping support. Speaking of support, if you guys enjoy what we do here, you want to support us, check out becoming a sub. Click that sub button. There's different tiers for everyone. And of course, just want to say thank you again. All donations right now, if you click that donate button, go towards that MechCon VIP. That does not go towards Darren and I. That goes directly to PGI. So make sure to check that out. Just want to say thank you again, helping us bring 16 people, 16 VIPs.
16 this year. This is the most VIPs we've ever had. Last year we had 15. This year we added Elias Defexus basically on top of all the Mech Warrior and BattleTech community VIPs. We brought Elias Defexus in, so it's going to be 16. It's awesome. That's what the funds go to. When Phil says it goes to PGI, it goes to PGI to go to the all the VIPs. So we appreciate your support.
Yeah, I want to say thank you.
Be back.
Guys, hopefully you enjoyed this preview stream. I'm looking forward to playing this mech tomorrow. And yeah, the loyalty ones, they're cool. I'll give them that, right? They're at a different flair, especially comparable. But me, I'm excited for this right here. 55-ton BattleMech, Clan BattleMech. That being said, just want to say, yeah, catch the stream tomorrow when we go live.